everyone, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna show you two ways that you can pose your character. So one way is gonna be done in Maya, and the second way is gonna be done in ZBrush. So I'm gonna try to explain the advantages and disadvantages, or both, and then you can decide for you which one do you want to do based on the final result that you want to achieve. So I'm gonna start with Maya, and I'm gonna show you how to do it, which is not gonna take much long. So let's get started. So first thing I want to do, I'm gonna select all my hair and I'm gonna hide them because at the moment I don't need them. And next I am gonna go into my orthographic view and I'm gonna go to my side view. Alright, now from the rigging menu I'm gonna go to skin. Actually I'm gonna go to skeleton and I'm gonna click on create joints. And let's see, I'm gonna create one here around the at the bottom of the neck, or maybe even lower, maybe something like here, and it's very small, but let's see, something like this. And I'm gonna create another one about let's see, about here. Okay, and I'm gonna create one more here, and that's good so far. Then I'm gonna select my mesh here and I'm gonna hide it, and I'm going to create another joint. Let's see, I'm gonna create it about here. Again, it's very small. And also I'm gonna select my skull mesh and hide it, and I'm going to create one more joint about here, and again I'm gonna set this to 1. Alright, so I've got these joints here, so I'm gonna go back to my perspective view, and I've got this very odd thing going on. So first of all, okay, so first of all I'm gonna drag this guy here about the middle of this eye here, like so, and maybe a little bit more here. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select this guy and this guy, and I'm gonna press P to parent. So now I've parented this guy together, and also I'm gonna click on, let's see, I'm gonna click on this guy, and actually this guy, and click P to parent these two as well. Okay, so now I'm going to unhide my objects, and by pressing, I've selected here in the outliner and I pressed Shift H to unhide them. So what I want to do, let's start with the skull. I'm gonna unhide his, and I'm going to select this joint. Actually, let's rename these joints here. So this is gonna be our root joint. This is gonna be our head joint. This one is gonna be let's call this one head, and let's call this one neck, this is gonna be left eye, and this is gonna be jaw. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select this joint, the neck joint, and shift select this object, and let's see, actually what I want to do, I might want to separate these two, so I'm gonna go to modeling, mesh, separate. So what this will do, will separate this mesh from this mesh. As you can see, if I open here, I have these two meshes now, and I can select it, and you can see there's a transform node here. I can just go and click on delete history. So now I have my two object, and I'm going to select this neck joint here and shift select the top of the skull, and then from the rigid menu I'm gonna go to skin, bind skin option, and from the joint hierarchy I'm gonna click on selected joints and max influence just one, and I'm gonna click on bind skin, and then I'm gonna select the jaw and then shift click the jaw here, and I'm gonna go again and click on bind skin option, again select the joint and bind skin. So if I click here and rotate, this is what happens. Okay, that's pretty cool. And if I click here, this whole joint here, this whole skull here is moving with my neck joint. Now I'm gonna do the same here. I'm gonna select the left eye, and I'm going to select, since I also have these as unique pieces, I'm just going to select this guy as well, going back to modeling, mesh, separate, and I'm going to do the same here, mesh, separate. So I've got my left and right eyes out and eyes in. So I'm gonna delete the history of these two guys. So these two are the left eye. So I'm gonna select this guy here. So if you remember, there's an inside part and outside part of the eye. So if I hide this guy, that's the inside part, and this is going to be used when I do the final render. So I'm going to select these two objects here, shift select my joint, and again from the rigging menu, skin, and select a joint and bind skin. So now if I rotate, they both move with my joint, and obviously if I rotate here, they all move like this. Let's do the same for the other eye, and I'm not gonna duplicate this one here because there's no point, since this is not really symmetrical. So I'm just gonna go and create another joint. I'm gonna go front, and I'm gonna click about here, set this guy to 1, and I'm gonna move it a little bit like in the middle. You can isolate this, go to the side view, and this is gonna be about here. Maybe I can go from the top view and set it about here, so it's about in the middle right there. And go back to perspective and unhide this guy. So this is gonna be right eye. Oops, right eye. And I'm gonna shift select these head joints, click P. So now they're parented. And also I'm going to select my right eyes out and eyes in, and then shift select the joint, and again skin, bite skin, select the joints and bite skin. So now I have, if I select left eye and right eye, and if I rotate them, as you can see they're rotating the same way, they're moving the same way, so that's good. And again, my jaw is working this way. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but for now I just keep it there. And now let's go back and unhide our head like that. And for our head, I'm gonna select the root and shift select the head like this. And I'm gonna go skin, bind skin, but this time I'm gonna go and reset the settings. I'm gonna keep joint hierarchy, and I'm gonna keep these as default and bind skin. All right. Now, what happens here? Obviously, what I got here is not a very good skinning weight. As you can see, if I rotate here, this is completely deforming my face here. So I'm going to select it, and I can actually hide the skull, and I can hide the eyes for a second. Just I can focus on the head. So I'm going to select my skin mesh. First of all, let me save this scene. This is gonna be zombie 04. Okay. And what I'm gonna do now, with my head selected, I'm gonna go to skin and paint skin weight, and I'm gonna click this box, and this is what I got. So I'm gonna go with the same technique as I did in the previous video. This is very fast, so make sure that everything is unlocked, and I'm gonna go and select on replace opacity 1, and with the root joint selected, I'm just gonna click flood. Okay, so now everything is being flooded with this joint. Everything belongs to this joint. I'm gonna go and click on the head, and actually it's called the neck. I'm gonna press B and drag to increase the size of my paint. Now I'm gonna, with this joint selected, I'm just gonna paint here pretty much all over the place here, and all over the place here, and all over the place here. So now what I'm doing, basically, I'm just can rescale here the brush with B, and I'm just going and paint some weight like so, and like so. The topology isn't great because it's not really following the shape of the neck, but that's fine. Alright, so now we got these two guys, and these have nothing to do with it. So I'm gonna lock these three guys, and I'm just gonna play with these two guys here. I'm gonna select here a little bit more, like so. And okay, maybe I'll select these guys as well, and this guy here, and this little guy there. All right. Now if I if I go here and I try to rotate my mesh, you see what's going on. Well, first of all, it looks like I missed some vertices there. Let's do one thing. Let's set some keyframe. So we're on frame 1. I'm gonna shift click and select all of my joints, and from the rotate here, I'm gonna select these guys, right click and key selected. So this became red. That means that there's a key right here. And now I'm gonna scroll up to, I don't know, 20, and I'm gonna select this guy here and maybe rotate it like so. Let's do 50 and key selected. And now I'm gonna scroll here to 40 and move this guy on the other side, maybe minus 50, so it's the same. And I'm gonna click on key selected. Alright, so now I can scroll back and forth. Alright, let's go to frame 20 and let's fix this. So I'm gonna select my mesh, and again I'm gonna go to skin and paint skin weight and option. So let's paint these guys in. Let's if Maya allowed me to do it. Seems that it doesn't. So another way that we can do when we have these cases, we can just go to vertices, select these vertices, and then go to skin and hammer skin weight, and boom, these go back to places where they're supposed to be. And also here, it seems that I forgot some of these vertices here. So let's see where they are. Here they are. So just paint in these guys, and once again, looks like Maya doesn't allow me to paint this guy here. So again, vertex, like this guy, and hammer skin weight. Okay, so that's good. And there's also this guy up here. No, it looks like maybe in this case we just want to go here and paint. There it is. I'm gonna remove the selection there. Paint skin weights, and here we go. Alright. So now we need to do something about this distortion. So we could go in and paint this, smooth it out, this area, or what we can do, we can just go back to the first frame, select the mesh, and go to deform and click on delta mesh. So when I scrub back, now I got a much better deformation, although this is still kind of too harsh. So let's see what we can do. Let's go to delta mesh, maybe increase the smoothing step. Let's try like this, or even like this. So, whoops, no, it looks like it started to do some damage there. Let's see. Alright, something like this. And if we move it this side, it looks nicer. Alright, let's unhide our hair. However, we are not gonna bind the skin to these because they will be way too heavy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to select my neck, which is the one that will rotate with the full head, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna control click on my first hair sculpt here that contains the hair system, and I'm gonna go to constraint and parent. And now if I open here, you can see there's a chain. This means that this is constrained. So let's do the same with the others. I'm gonna select this one, and to repeat the last command you can press just G, letter G on your keyboard. So you press G, now you can see that this happened. So he just repeated the same. So what I'm gonna do again, I'm gonna do G with this one, and G with this one, G with this one, G, and one last time, G. So if I open these guys, now they all have the link here, which means that they are constrained to the neck joint. So if I grab the neck joint and rotate it around, as you can see, everything is following along. So let me undo this, and let's save. Okay. Another cool thing that you can do for the eyes, we can create an aim constraint so that we can just move one locator around and the eyes will follow, which is pretty handy to move the eyes. So in order to do that, I'm just gonna go here to create, and I'm gonna scroll down here to locator, and there it is. And I'm gonna move this guy up here, okay, about the height of the eyes. I'm gonna place it in the middle, and I'm gonna move it about here, not too close. Alright, and I'm gonna freeze the transformation, so this is gonna be his 0. So now what we can do, we're gonna select the locator first, and then one of the eyes, in this case the right eye. Let's go to constraint, and here there is this aim option. So if we open the dialog box, you can see it says maintain offset. This is important, and constraint axis I'm gonna set to all, and click apply. And I'm gonna do the same here. So as you can see, if I click, I have the constraint icon. So once again, locator, left eye, and I can either press G or just click apply here. So now they both have the constraint, and if I now select this locator here and move it around, the eyes are moving together. It's a little bit difficult to see, so let me let's see if I hide the eyes out. I'm gonna hide these guys. Alright, and let's zoom back. Let me also hide these joints here. So let's see if I can show you this. Now select the locator, and if I move it around, the eyes are moving with it. Now he's looking straight, and if I move this locator over here, as you can see that his eyes now are moved to the left. He's looking at that locator right there. So let me undo that. This is a pretty useful way to set up the eyes for the where you want your character to look. And I think that's it. So I'm gonna show you what would you do to pose this character in ZBrush, and then we're gonna choose one method and see which one we like the most. So let's move to ZBrush. Okay, here is ZBrush, and as you can see, I've imported all the hair that I made in Maya, so my model now have the same hair. And if I move it around now, the way that you would pose this character in ZBrush is you select, I'm gonna go here and select my zombie head, and I'm gonna go to solo mode just to isolate this guy. And now I'm gonna scroll back to my lowest subdivision mesh, and I'm gonna create with the lasso tool, I'm gonna create a selection, a mask, something like that, and I can go up a couple of steps like so. And basically now with the body masked and the head unmasked, what I'm gonna do, if I go here to rotate and start rotating this guy around, as you can see that this is not moving anything else except the head that it's unmasked. To fix that, I'm gonna make sure that all my objects, including this one, all my objects are active with the eye icons. And now I'm gonna move here to this small icon here, and I'm gonna click it. So now from in multiply, you can see 1, 2, and 3 small lines. This means that every modification, every rotation, translation, and scale that I'm gonna apply to this tool is gonna also affect all the other subtools. So now if I rotate this, as you can see, everything is rotating together nicely. So this is another very easy way that I can go in and start adding some pose to my character. I can move it around, and now keep in mind that in ZBrush we cannot do the locator setup for the eyes, so the eyes need to be done manually, one by one. So I'm probably gonna want to here and made a mask around one of the eyes, and you can rotate it like this manually, like so, and then shift outside to inverse the mask, click here and kind of pose this guy as well. So bear this in mind. You need to pose the eyes manually, but this is another fast way to pose the character. Let's do a quick preview to see how it looks. Alright, start to look pretty cool. So there you have it. These are the two methods that you can use to pose your character. One requires a little bit more setup, but you have more precision. You can go and make even animations and stuff like that, and also you can select you can set up your constraint for the eyes. So you see, you can move it here, and now the eyes are moving accordingly. So it's depend on what you want to do. Let me hide this skeleton again. So depending on what you want to do, they are both equally good. This setup here and this setup here, I show you how to do it. So for your character, you're gonna decide which approach you're gonna choose to pose your model. Since I'm gonna be doing the rendering here in Maya, I think I'm gonna stick with this setup. So in the next video, I'm gonna start setting up the material for the final render, and so I will see you there, and stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching my video until the end. I really appreciate it. And now, if you want, you can head to www.patreon.com/CGPro_ASMR, and you can become a patron of my website. So in this way, if you want to help me, you can click here, and it's the supporter plan. It's just $1. So if you want, that's the way you can help me making more content and more video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next.